Hi, I'm Shevs and I'm a CODA. Being a CODA means that you are a child of a deaf adult or deaf adults. In my case, I have a deaf dad. I make sign language videos online, as well as share some fun family moments, and I also like to share fashion and beauty content. From my understanding, a lot of the criticism that I've received centers around the frustration that I do not accurately represent the deaf community. And I honestly would have to agree. I'm a CODA, like I previously mentioned, and my goal is to share my experience as a CODA online. For those of you that are part of the deaf community and continually engage with me and my content, I am so happy and grateful for your support, and I'm so glad that my content resonates with you. To those of you who are hearing, I am so glad you're here as well. I'm so happy for your support and that my content resonates with you. For those of you who don't connect with my content or my experience as a CODA, there are tons of deaf creators that you might resonate with better. I wanted to share a little bit more about my experience as a CODA online. After I moved out of the house and got married and started grad school, I noticed that my sign language skills were starting to deteriorate. It was really important for me to keep up this skill set, so I decided to make sign language videos online to hold myself accountable for being able to communicate with my friends and my dad and other people in the deaf community. To my honest surprise and sadness, I received and continue to receive a lot of hate online for sharing these parts of me. Online, it seems as though I'm never CODA enough. I can't sign things well enough, I'm not clear enough, I'm not thoughtful enough of my deaf dad, and so on. Despite my continued efforts to better my sign language skills, I'm going to make mistakes because I'm an imperfect human. I've even been told more than once that I shouldn't even consider myself a CODA because of mistakes I've made in my videos online. This was not only insulting to me, but insulting to my dad who is deaf. This statement not only invalidates my experience as a CODA, but invalidates my dad's experience as a deaf dad having all hearing children, because the message comes across as he did not teach us well enough. I've not only experienced this feeling of not being enough in the online CODA sphere, but other areas in my life as well. For example, I have Puerto Rican heritage, and I've been told I'm too white or my Spanish is not good enough. I've also experienced this from living in Utah, where the narrative is, I'm not pretty enough, or thin enough, or tan enough, you get the gist. As someone who grew up around so many languages and so many different cultures, it is quite easy to get discouraged and think that I will never be able to fit into any culture that I'm a part of. If I do start to fit in, I feel as though I have to walk on eggshells for fear of being kicked out for not participating in that culture perfectly. I'm curious if anyone else has experienced this to any extent, and if you have, I want to hear from you. Here on my page, I'm really wanting to create a kind and uplifting environment full of rich discourse with the underlying knowledge that you are enough and all are welcome. To clarify, this means that if you are a CODA and you grew up in primarily a hearing world, or you have a deaf sibling, or you have a deaf child, or you are just on your own personal sign language journey, hearing, deaf, or otherwise, or if you're just a human navigating a difficult world, you are welcome here, and I want to have you here. Thanks for watching.